stones out, so it's a little late for me. I laid in bed. My back is hurting today. Keep peeing out stones. I have no idea how many more I have to go. A lot, because I could still feel it. And this is the last day off that I can afford to take from work, so I only have Saturday and Sunday left to try to make this bearable, because no matter how fucking sore or hurt or whatever state I am on Monday, I have to make it all the way through my shift all week long, or I'm not going to make my bills this month. I have scrimped as much as I can, and I've done everything I can to try to get these out. Stones could take months to get out, but I think the reason why it's so painful for me is because there's so many of them in there this time. And I just keep peeing them out. That's all I can do. And my breathing's better today, probably because I laid around. Yesterday I was really trying to move, did some squats, anything to get these things out. Then my back started hurting, so I'm like, oh. Walking seems to be working. I just can't do it for as long as I would like. And the weather's been really fucking shitty the last couple days to try to be walking out here in this shit. But, hear all that water in the drain? Yeah. That's what happens this time of year when hurricanes come up the East Coast. You always get the rain. So wherever you are, if you are in hurricane territory, I hope you're all right. I'm just complaining about the monsoon, but you guys have it way worse. We had some high winds last night. I was a little concerned that my power would go out, so I charged up all my devices, but we never ended up losing power. I'm puddle hopping, that's why I keep zigzagging. But I was up pretty late. I just couldn't sleep from like 10 to 3 a.m. The pain was just like crazy. So I was up sitting, because laying down sometimes hurts more than sitting. Depends on where they're at in there. So I'm like, okay, I can sit. So I was trying to rest my head on the table and go to sleep that way. Didn't really work out for me. So I started working on my show / book. I'm not really sure which one it's going to be yet. Probably a show. It's a dream of mine to put together a good TV series, because I love movies. I love TV shows. I'm definitely one of those people that has that kind of pastime. I like a good show. And I just have been disappointed the last couple of years. There's been a lot of shitty endings, like, let's bring it back, SOA. Kind of a shitty ending for that whole show, right? Shit! And then Game of Thrones. Do we even need to talk about it? It's a shit show last episode. Like most shows that I watch, it's very rarely that you get a good ending, but for the most part, they're like, whatever, it has to end. Nobody really wants it to end. Maybe that's why nobody's really satisfied. But I just want to do a good job from the beginning to the end. That's why I want a full series done before I even pitch it by a couple seasons, so that as it's airing and you're getting feedback from people, you can either, 1, tweak the new episodes coming out, 2, you're not bored with it, you're not rushed, like you can relax a little bit because you have 2 or 3 seasons done, and you can let things evolve and then write better endings as it's being out there. But my dream would be completely done and not let anybody change it, but that doesn't always work out. Sometimes the fan feedback is exceptional and you're like, damn, that is actually a good idea, we should switch that up. So I would be open to changing things. I'm just a little sensitive about who I would let co-write with me. I'm trying to do something good with my writing. As far as a light worker, I want to tell the truth. I don't want, butter up story, a rom-com with an unrealistic ending. Like, this is not the type of writer I am. I am the type of writer that probably is gonna piss people off and or make them cry several times through the season, because it's gonna be realistic. Like, sorry, my book bag. I'm losing so much weight, I can't even keep my little book bag on my shoulders right now. Hold on. There we go. Good for my tummy in that sense. I still got a fat roll though. I think it's just because I'm pumping water. So you lose tons of weight when you do that. Where was I? So I was dissecting the characters again, because I'm like, I know I'm doing this show based on celebrities. Really not sure yet who my main character is or what evolution of the story, if they're already famous, trying to keep their fame, reestablish their fame, or they're on the rise. But then I was thinking about, why do I have to just limit it to one? Why can't I just have a little bit of all of it? So I'm gonna have a character that's coming up, a rookie in whatever industry. And again, I think a lot of people are doing music industry shows, so I kind of want to step away from that. We've had Empire, we've had Nashville. We did have like acting stuff with Entourage, but that was dudes, and I would really like to show the female side of Hollywood. So I think I'm going to be, I mean, there's another show like that too, like Famous. It didn't last very long. There has been people who attempted to do that. Then there's an older show, now I forget what it is. It's with Capote, which I'm sensitive to Capote because he died on the day I was born. I was born on August 25th, 1984, and that's the day he died. Also, Aaliyah died on my birthday, but I was already born for that one. It was a sad birthday. Shout out to Aaliyah. Her anniversary is coming up. I loved her as a dancer. I used to sing and dance in my living room to her. But tragically, another one that was groomed by R. Kelly. And if she was alive, I'm sure she would have a lot of shit to be saying about that man. So, God rest her soul, and hopefully she has peace. But I'm like, do I want to do a show like that? Maybe a mix, like a actor-singer dynamic. Then I want to get the behind-the-scenes people, like the writers and the producers, and like what it's really like to be a director on set. I even would be interested in putting in like the managers, the talent scouts. So I do really want this to be a well-rounded show on the insides to that world. But again, it's all going to be fake. I might base like real people on these characters. Like when I was watching Nashville, you could definitely tell some influences in who the characters were. I might do that just because I think people would have a good time trying to figure out who I was making the characters out to be. For example, like on Nashville, I feel like the main character is kind of like a Faith Hill or like a Carrie Underwood, and the other one there, I forget her name, the blonde one, she's been in a bunch of shit. She's in Hayden Panettiere, I think, or something. I think she's like a Miranda Lambert type of character. So I do see some similarities, so I'm interested in playing in that area. So I could do something like Taylor Swift with like massive amount of fans, this global star and their perspective. Then I could do somebody in the male perspective, and then you want them to be friends, so it would be probably like Ed Sheeran or something like that. Play on true friendships and write that in the show would be awesome, because people would relate to it as fans, and then the actress and music industry might also like the show too. It's not going to be realistic 100% because I'm not in that world. I can only use my imagination, but I just think it would be cool to base characters off real people, so I'm playing with that a little bit. But I'm going to tell you about a different one I'm working on next.